to have like this rivalry with Shedeur and have it play out the way it has?
I don't have a rivalry with him. That's my boy. So at the end of the day, this whole process, we thought me and him were going to be 1 and 2 the whole time. Whether he's 1, I'm 2. Whether I'm 1, he's 2. And so that's just always been, our mindset. It didn't go that way. But I mean, just coming out of college, even to the draft, I thought he was one of the better quarterbacks in the
CamWard just went full tell-all, and he didn't hold back. Forget whispers. He cracked open the NFL's group chat and exposed how players really feel about Shedeur Sanders. Spoiler, it's not hugs and high fives. Some guys act like he stole the last slice of Thanksgiving pie. So what's the beef? Why all the side-eye? Stick around. This is juicier than halftime gossip, because here's the truth. The NFL's favorite pastime isn't football. It's pettiness.
I think at the end of the year we play team ball, really majority all the time. Like I can say, the Virginia Tech game, I had 2 books, and the defense, they kept us in the game. The Georgia Tech game, we didn't have our best game offensively, and the defense did enough to keep us in the game, getting every 2-minute drive, and we didn't come through. In the Syracuse game, we didn't lift up the defense enough to be able to win that game and finish it out. So I just think at key times, we didn't lock in, and that ended up resulting us not making the playoff.
These are millionaires with Lambos and diamond chains, and they're still rolling their eyes at a college quarterback. And just when it looked like the drama might cool off, CamWard pulled the fire alarm and told the world what's really going on. Spoiler, it's not touchdowns, it's not interceptions, it's egos, it's insecurity, it's the fact that Shedeur dares to shine without asking permission. Shedeur didn't come out of nowhere. He grinded at Jackson State, his dad coaching him like a diamond under pressure. Then Colorado, where he instantly became the face of college football, like it or not. And plenty didn't like it, because in the NFL's unwritten rulebook, there's a code: don't be confident until the veterans allow it. But Shedeur? He skipped the line, pulled up a chair, and made himself at home. And here's the thing. He can back it up. This isn't some Instagram quarterback tossing passes in a park. Shedeur's got the stats, the accuracy, the poise under pressure that rattles even veterans.
By the Tennessee Titans, setting the record straight about Shedeur Sanders as a quarterback. CamWard was saying that he thought during this whole process that Shedeur was one of the best quarterbacks in this draft. 1, if not 2. He was talking about him and Shedeur, 2 best quarterbacks that everybody was talking about before the draft. And he was on this podcast letting them know where he stands with Shedeur Sanders.
But for a certain circle of players, that doesn't matter. To them, he's just Dion's kid, the one with flashy watches, the NIL deals, the clout, the so-called brand ambassador who hasn't even taken an NFL snap. Now let's talk rookie code. Quiet, humble, invisible. That's the rule. Step into the league and it's welcome to the team. Now shut up. Don't celebrate. Don't speak until we say so. And Shedeur broke that code day 1. Designer shades, highlight reels posted like TikTok thirst traps. If he didn't have the talent, the story would be over. Just another kid who flamed out. But here's the problem. The real reason vets are mad? He might be the real deal. And nothing burns more than watching the guy you dismissed actually deliver. When vets look at Shedeur, they don't just see him. They see Primetime's shadow. A kid who grew up with cameras in his face, who never had to grind in obscurity like they did. And honestly, some of that jealousy is real. Most NFL players didn't grow up flying private or landing sponsorships before they hit puberty. But Shedeur, he's mastered the new game. He's not just throwing passes, he's building a brand. His Instagram looks like GQ. He promotes himself as much as his game. In today's sports world, that's normal, it's essential. But try telling that to the old heads. They see him flaunting NIL money and a watch collection and think, this kid cares more about clout than football. The hypocrisy? Legendary.
To be the security blanket, which is what you brought him there for to begin with. You didn't bring him there to lead the Browns. You brought him to be a security blanket in the event that you couldn't find somebody else who could do it. That's why people in Cleveland were looking at it last year. Why the hell isn't he here last year? What the hell you let him get out the door for before you ultimately brought him back after the season he had a couple of years ago? But I do think it's important to bring this one nugget up. I'm looking at the average time to throw for a quarterback last year in the National Football League. Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was like at 2.42 to 3.14 seconds, if I remember correctly, based on what I read.
And then, locker room politics. The NFL's soap opera. Vets love it. They play gatekeeper. Rookies? You're peasants. You carry helmets. You earn your name by week 6. But Shedeur? He walked in like royalty, and that rubs people raw. That's why CamWard's honesty matters. He knows what grinding without a silver spoon feels like. So when he calls out the hate, it hits different. This isn't about skill. It's about ego. It's about vets resisting change. Double standard, too. When veterans show swagger, they're leaders. When Shedeur shows swagger, he's cocky, arrogant, riding his dad's name. Funny how that works. Here's the truth. Shedeur Sanders is forcing the NFL to face a new type of athlete, one who's baller and brand, one who doesn't separate the game from the image. And if the league were smart, they'd embrace it. Because love him or hate him, Shedeur sells tickets. He moves merch. He keeps people talking. And isn't that the point? CamWard ripped the mask off. He showed that the hate isn't just fans. It's players, too. And not because Shedeur can't play, because he dares to play by his own rules. Maybe Ward sparks a bigger conversation. Maybe vets will ask why confidence from a rookie feels so threatening. Maybe the NFL rethinks how it treats rookies with swagger. Or maybe nothing changes, and veterans keep side-eyeing while secretly watching his highlights on their phones. Either way, the Shedeur Sanders story isn't slowing down. It's only starting. Because whether the NFL likes it or not, he's not just playing the game, he's changing it. This isn't just Shedeur versus salty vets. This is two eras colliding. Old school football, new school entertainment. The cold truth? The NFL is already swallowed by the entertainment business. Players aren't just athletes, they're marketing machines. Jersey sales, sponsorships, media clicks. All of it matters. If the NFL truly cared about humility, they wouldn't throw rookies into prime time with cameras on them. They wouldn't plaster their faces on car ads.